Hello and welcome to another update video about Rune. Rune's uptrend is not broken. Rune is pushing above the pivot here, above this initial target area, and therefore it seems to take the more direct route. So the wave count itself doesn't change, but it doesn't want to give us any kind of pullback. So as I explained to you, if we take the direct route and break above $3.40, which is the 78.6 extension level, it can take us rather directly next to $4.26. $5.48 and even $8.21, possibly even higher in this third wave. So it seems to go with a third wave directly. Experience shows us and tells us that if we don't see a setback, a pullback, a corrective wave 2 pullback within this wave 3 before the price breaks above the 78.6 extension level, then it will typically mean that we can see rather aggressive extensions. Just Solana as an example. Not guaranteed, okay? We always need to track support. Support is $2.32. As long as that level is holding, we can extend higher until only when that level breaks. Only when that level breaks, I can indicate that some kind of a top is in place and that we get a deeper pullback or maybe even go to new lows, but that will need separate consideration then. At the moment, we're just trending up against $2.32 against that support area, and the targets have been outlined. The third wave, you would typically expect it to reach the 1.618 extension. They don't need to, sometimes we just see the 1.38 extension. The 1.236 would be a bit shallow, a bit short, but possible. But the 1.38, 1.618, they are ideal. They can even extend higher. I mean, an altcoin, in a third wave, it runs until it gets exhausted, and we just typically roll up the stop. That stop or support never broke, so the trend remains focused on the upside. This here was a target area, and a target area to be watching for a potential pullback. But as I said, if we break above it, it's just a pivot. So if we break above it, it tells us that we have to prepare ourselves for a much more direct rally. You can also add just, a trend line if you want to trade this short term. You can just add a trend line that might already give you an indication, but it's all a matter of time frame, isn't it? It's all a matter of time frame. There's so many ways how you could approach this. That really depends on your trading plan. But the any pullback to the trend line could be used as entry point. But then you're talking about trading like the 30-minute chart or something. So far it's pushing higher. There's no way you can get a reliable micro count out of this here really. I mean, this could be a 1-2, yeah, but then massive extensions, right? And because you have so many distortions on these altcoin charts, you sometimes just don't know, is this a 1-2, is this another 1-2? It's not as clear as stocks. So with altcoins, we want to stay on a time frame where it makes sense, okay, and just sort of get the larger swings. So we had a support area down here, which the price used to turn around. So that was a nice wave 2 pullback, even though the pullback was quite shallow, but it did reach our support area at the time. And now we're just watching it run, okay? And I gave you some key targets, and it will stop when it breaks support, and that's at the moment $2.32. We can always move so the support area measures just the length of the current third wave. So we need to measure that, okay? And it will move up with the price. So if we see further extensions, also the support area will move with it. It will move with it. Below $2.31, we need to be on the side of caution. It could be, for example, that we are then, well, there will be different scenarios. For example, it's possible that this here was a 5-wave move and we get an ABC pullback, which is quite deep. It's possible that this here was a 5-wave move and this was an A wave, a massively overshooting B wave, even though I don't believe that, and then we get a pullback and then go from there. It is also possible that this is just an A, B, C structure, especially if it reaches the 100% extension at $4.26 and reverses from there. So we have to be on the side of caution if support breaks, but until then, the trend is clearly up. That's my update about Rune. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.